guys, so we just lived probably one of the coolest experience when it comes to law enforcement. We were doing our rolling takes. Somebody called the cops. They say we were racing. We were not. We were doing speed limit.
That's crazy.
Two very, very cool local officers. Shout out to the Monroe Police Department.
Absolutely.
You know, providing support to the car enthusiast that is actually doing things right.
Shout out to Leo, man.
Leo, and we know you're gonna be watching, man. Thank you for what you guys do. Y'all do a lot of things for the community, and we're thankful for that. Keep your head up. There's a lot of good things that you guys do. We believe in you guys. Do things right, and right will come to you. We are out to provide a positive environment to the local car enthusiasts, and I think they noticed that. No tickets, no nothing. They were curious.
Or anything. They were just two cool guys that saw a cool car. You know, he had a blast. He loved it. So.
They took some pictures. It was a really cool experience overall. So don't forget that. Do right, and you won't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to hide nothing.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and you're here today. I am with Elias.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
All right, so we finally after 2 weeks of solid rain, we do get a little bit of just clouds, you know. No rain, but it will be raining later on, so we're gonna head and do these now. Before we go farther into the video, we want to give a shout out to all our new subscribers. Oh, you lost them. There you go. Go ahead, call them out.
So we got a couple new subscribers, you guys. Shout out to Travis Icemore, Nick, David, Aesthetics, Cameron Barkley, Agman Morrow, Mr. 50 Certified, Tim Maxwell, Andrick Martinez, and also the Scuba Diver. Huge shout out to all of you guys. If anything, the Scuba Diver that we just mentioned, he does have a YouTube channel as well. So you guys go ahead, check him out, you know, give him a shout out. Again, go subscribe to his channel as well. It is the Scuba Diver.
Let's get into the video.
Let's do it.
So today's the first day that we are actually going to physically talk about Elias' car, which y'all can see we got right here in person. Let's do a quick walk around all the way around. I want y'all to enjoy this because this thing is a beauty.
Beautiful, man. I can't get over it, man.
We'll
the spoiler has grew on me.
It's dirty because everything, again, all the water.
Rain. But man, I kid you not, it is the most beautiful thing ever. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, Elias, so let's go ahead and get to the questions. At what point did the R33s first started growing on you?
I mean, to be honest with you, man, I ain't gonna lie. I've always been a big fan of the R33, without a doubt. I mean, it's just the middle child, you know, between the 32 and the 34. Everybody loves them. But, you know, the R33s, you know, it's in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, either you really like it or you really don't. To me personally, I've always loved it. The looks has always drawn my attention to it. The smooth lines, it's not as boxy nor as edgy as the 32 or the 34. It's just very smooth and, you know, very well composed. So I've always been a big fan of the 33, you know, especially seeing it for the first time in Fast and Furious. Yellowbird, for those of you who know, the yellow car that was in the first Fast and Furious movie, I've been a big fan of that car ever since.
And you're absolutely right, man. I mean, and I think, I mean, many of us seen that movie. Well, at least I know I did. Not everybody's a fan of the movies, the franchise nowadays, but, you know, that's a different topic. It's just drawn my attention really big. So, and ever since, you know, it's just been looking after, and everybody has a starting point with something, with a car. Well, and at least that was my case as well. And I think that some of it fed off into you.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, if it weren't for you, man, I would have been a big fan of cars to begin with. But dude, when I saw Yellowbird in Fast and Furious, that was it, man. That was game over. I was like, yo, I want one.
Okay,
so bad.
That's the beginning. So let's fast forward to today. You have an R33 in your hands, which, man, it is just very well built car, very well taken care of car. In your car, what is your favorite part on it?
To be honest with you, I love everything about it, but mainly just the outside, you guys. I mean, dude, let's just take a step back and let's just admire just the looks. I love the bumper that it has, the side skirt, the spoiler. I mean, I love everything about this car. I mean, just the looks overall, man. You just can't beat it, you know. This is the car where, like, if you see in your rear view mirror, you're gonna be afraid, you know. This may not be a true GTR, but Godzilla is Godzilla, and he's right behind you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody will be terrorized to see this car in the rearview mirror. They're gonna be like, "Oh snap, that's a Skyline," you know. And not to mention the big spoiler in the back, you know. Which,
now, I will speak on this a little bit, because when we first seen the car on the website from JD, huge shout out to Cormac from JDM Sports Classics. Man, if you're in the market, look them up, JDM Sports Classics, Cormac. They will treat you like family. So we seen this in the images that they provide, and in the pictures, it was a little
oddball, you know, quirky
to an extent.
Yeah.
But from the very first moment we seen the car in person, I'm like, man, this thing is not bad at all. And then you looked into it, you actually found it and found one of this on Instagram. Talk to me about it.
Okay, so yeah, quick little story about this spoiler. So yeah, like Angel said, on the website, the pictures, I mean, it was kind of iffy, it was kind of quirky. And I was telling Angel, I was like, I'm not 100% sure about the spoiler. Fast forward to when we went to our trip to Michigan, and if y'all haven't seen the video, go check that out. But when we went to Michigan to check it out, man, it has grew on me 100%. And then, like what Angel was saying earlier, you know, I was on Instagram, and there's this guy, if y'all want to go ahead and follow him, it's S_Jaron with a J. I was scrolling through the Instagram, and he had this R33 Skyline article or magazine, really old school, like early 90s. And I saw this same spoiler on that article, and come to find out, if I'm not mistaken, this is a JDM Tommy Kyra spoiler. Super rare, very limited quantity. It was just exclusively, you know, Japanese, pure JDM. You know, which to me personally, I mean, that's very special.
It is, and you know, once he told me what it was, you know what I think it's called the M25, right?
Yeah, M25.
It's called an M25. So immediately, like, well, I don't know that I'm a car guy. I do all kinds of random things, but I started looking, see if we can find one to buy. I couldn't find one online. I checked the most famous site, eBay. I can find nothing. Different sites where you buy and sell stuff. I couldn't find it, and to me, this is a very cool piece of on the car.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just a piece of tuner history, you guys. You know, I mean, the R33 itself. This is a, you know, one of the pieces of holy grail in the JDM car community. You know, and the fact that I have a Tommy Kyra spoiler, the M25, that just made it like 100 times better. Like I said, in the beginning, I wasn't a fan, but now that I know what it is, I'm gonna keep it, you know?
I mean, and now I say, I say, yeah, well, you gotta keep it, man. Not just because what it is, super rare. Yes, that is highly important, but it looks good.
It looks really good.
Just take a look.
It is massive.
Yes, it is massive, but it goes well though with the car. It goes so well with the body lines of the car.
It just flows.
Yeah. All right. So there's an exterior. We do know we got some odd looking wheels. There are some Anki wheels. You were able to find them as well online. Wheel suspension, briefly talk to me about it before we go into the interior.
Okay, so as far as the wheels and suspension, like Angel said, these are just regular Anki wheels. They are 17s right now, but they will change in the future. You know,
near future.
Near future. As far as suspension, it does have some aftermarket coilovers that were made obviously in Japan. As far as brand goes, I'm not 100% sure on the brand, but I mean, so far, as far as, you know, riding and just driving and cruising, It is very comfortable. It is not, you know, dramatically, you know, obnoxious where you always got to bounce down the road, you know. It's actually very smooth and very comfortable, you know. I mean, I could tell that the previous owner, I mean, he had things, you know, very thought out. You know, the coilovers that he got for the car is really, really good. You know, I'm a big fan of it. And not to mention the infamous Kakimoto racing exhaust.
This has got to be one of them things that he gets probably complimented the most on it, the way the car sounds. And I will tell you, this car, the exhaust note sounds so much better than mine, hands down.
I mean, you just can't beat it. And I love this little touch. And you guys, in case if y'all hadn't tell in our previous videos, even the earlier videos, I'm all about details. And that right there, that is a very nice detail.
Absolutely. So and one of the things that I will point out, and I will say it for Justin because, you know, he couldn't make it today, but in Justin's eyes, the tail lights.
Oh yeah,
that will never get old on him. Look, just look at that, man. Just the classic, that iconic look.
And it's so clean, man.
Yep.
You know, this car in general, I mean, it's just so clean. Not to mention, I mean, the car, it may be a 93, it only has 69,000 miles, you guys.
Let's go to the interior because you guys gotta see. Let's go. You go. I'm gonna go in the passenger side.
Let's check this out. Go ahead. It's a little steamy.
Oh my goodness. Well, before I sit down, let me do. Here's the seat.
Always know, you know, I gotta keep the nice little wipes to keep it clean.
This is an old container we had laying around. We have come across a detailing supply store called Jack's Wax out of Gastonia. Look them up. They have a lot of good stuff. They have been working with us the last couple of months. jackswax.com. You will really love their stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, let me do the back seat. Just look at this back seat.
Back. Already know O'Reilly's. You know,
the place of employment.
Oh yeah. But you guys, it's so clean.
Look who's there. That was there from the very beginning.
Now, I got a funny story about that. Japanese Kermit the Frog.
This thing is clean. And
believe it or not, you guys, you know, I had my little sister right here in the back seat. Plenty of room, surprisingly. It's very comfortable, you know? Because as okay, you know, you guys may know.
I'm gonna close the door.
Yeah. As you guys may know, I mean, the R33 out of the 32 and the 34, you know, this is the biggest. And you can definitely tell, you know, it's a pretty big car. But, you know, in some cases, it can be very useful. Like I said, my little sister was in the back seat. She was comfortable. You know, the seats are great. Nothing too crazy.
Just look at the dashboard. You just clean.
No bubbles or anything. Nothing. No cracks. The plastics are just perfect. You know, and then I love this right here. A veil side evolution shift knob. A true Japanese veil side evolution shift knob. I love it.
A kilometer. See if I can capture that right there. I don't know if you can see, but it says 112,007. That's, I don't know what that translates to. It's probably close to 70,000 miles because we have, I mean, we've been driving them around here and there.
Oh yeah.
We went to a little get together at a car wash, and man, it grabbed a lot of attention in a positive way. It's just super good because there really aren't that, I don't think there are any beside both of ours. Actually, yeah, Chris, he got his wife got the new R33.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk on that more later on, but man, congratulations again. The whole car, it's very unique, very well put together, very well taken care of. Man, it's you cannot beat it. I am super happy for you. This thing, it's just a blast.
It's a dream come true
to look at. Look at that steering wheel.
Classic. I love it, man. Like I said, I mean, you guys, you know, I've always said it because people have asked me, they're like, how do you do it, you know? And I'm always like, it's all about, you know, dedication and hard work. And that goes for the both of us. You know, anybody that has known us for the longest, we both work almost every single day.
We do.
You know, we really do. But, you know, it pays off at the end, you know. And again, thanks to you guys that have been supporting us with our videos and also on Instagram. You know, this has helped us out a lot.
It helps us as motivation. Again, this has been personal goals for me. I know it has been for me. Same thing for Elias. But what you guys, the support that you guys bring, every comment that you guys put down, every like, every view, every message that we get on Instagram. I mean, to us, that is just motivation to keep providing good content for y'all. We will continue to do that, no doubt. But it's just thank you for the motivation
and support
that you guys give day in, day out. You want to turn it on?
Y'all gotta hear this thing
from the interior.
Here, let's go ahead, bro. Ready?
Okay. Sounds so good. Let me go to the exhaust. There it is. Y'all hear that smooth idle? Good stuff. It sounds so good. The car sounds so good, Elias.
It's such a really nice deep growl.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
And briefly, before we close out the video, but the white Skyline is way down there in the garage. Let's go see what is going on with it, so you guys can know what. Oh, something else that I want to point out: the little logo, the GT logo here. Man, I love that. That's pretty. I think it's a pretty cool detail.
Oh yes.
The headlights, man, they
minty.
Clean.
I love the black housings. It just flows along really well.
We have been asked if they were somebody that were tinted. No, they're just, that's the way they came. So what's going on with the white Skyline? Nothing much. I can't drive it. I will not be able to drive it for some days, but because it doesn't have a seat, we're working on getting that bad boy back there in there. Gotta get do a little bit of custom work. This is the seat bracket that it came with. Just a little bit of custom work. I got a friend of mine that is helping me make some brackets for it. But we'll do a follow-up on that later on. But for now, guys, thank you very much for stopping by, checking out the video. Any last words?
No, just thank you to everybody. You know, we couldn't have done it without you guys, and we're really grateful for every single one of you guys. Thank you.
Until next time,
buckle up and keep tuning.
Wow.